To cover these Winter Olympic Games, the press and photo agencies has come here with the best team to provide the best stories. So let's hear about them. What are the feelings of these games?
At Reuters, we have 36 photographers here in Sochi and approximately 30 reporters reporting on the various events. We have a global sports editor and a global sports picture editor, who is myself, and the two of us work together to combine our experience to decide how we're going to cover the games and really who's going to do what. In addition to that, we have a global sports television editor who has non-rights holder status, and she has a crew of about 5 people here that do all sorts of different news associated with the games, press conferences and things like protests and stuff like that.
We have about 140 total people here. That's photo, text, video, technology. They're spread out. They're not all here at the MPC. We have people at Gorky. We have people at all the venues, and some of them work out of the venues full time. We've got technology people and photo people that are there, and they work as a team. So some of these people have worked together for 7 or 8 or 9 Olympics.
We've got a team of 79 guys here in Sochi, a team of 35 photographers, and we're essentially running 2 operations. One operation which is a traditional wire service, photography service for the world's media, and on the other hand, a service for the IOC and their commercial partners.
This time, we have 33 persons covering the Sochi Winter Olympic Games. Altogether, our Olympic experience combined altogether could be more than 100 years. So, this time we have put our efforts in covering all aspects, especially the Chinese skaters and the skiers.
The Nordic news agencies TT, NTB and STT has been working together in the Olympics for the best part of the last 20 years. Here in Sochi we are 24 persons, 12 from Sweden, 8 from Norway and 4 from Finland. The Swedes and the Norwegian has a close attachment, and we are working together on the web as well with the live reporting through Scribble.
Overall, I think they were very good. We have, at AFP, we have about 95 people here, including reporters, photographers, technicians, video people, and 4 different languages. And generally speaking, people were happy. The venues were good because they're all quite compact, they're all very close together. No problems with the Wi-Fi, that was good. Transport was fine. The only problem we had, like everybody else, was problems with the accommodation at the start. It got better as the 2 weeks went on, but at the start it wasn't great. You know, there were people saying their rooms had no doors and windows wouldn't close and the heating wouldn't work and TVs were broken. But that's just a minor thing because when you're working all the time, you haven't got time to watch TV. And
these games were very well organized for us. We had really no problems at all here. There was a little bit of a delay at the beginning before the game started when we got here 2 weeks before the game started, and I'm not sure they were ready for us or they completely understood that we were going to come here and set up so early. So not all the facilities and all the venue press centers and everything was ready for us. I think the Russians were a great host. I think the facilities were fabulous to work in. The Olympic Park was a great concept. However, it's not one of my favorite things at a Winter Games, having done, this is my 8th now, and the first one with an Olympic Park. It's a little bit sterile. You know, the general public can't get in without a ticket. There's not that many people roaming around the park, and the atmosphere is not as festive. And here it's been a little quiet, but the games itself and the organization of it has been, you know, as good as I've ever seen.
So they know what they're doing, and we're quite pleased with the way it's worked out here in Sochi. The technology's been solid. We haven't had a lot of problems with transportation. The biggest complaint we've had was some of the hotels weren't ready when we got here, but that's kind of evolved as we've been here, and the hotels and lodging have gotten better as the games have gone on. So I think how this is different from other games is Vancouver, London, they were big cities, and you had tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people around every night. Here, Sochi's a smaller town, and we're far away from where the downtown is. So there have been fewer people and fewer fans because of the security. So the atmosphere has been a little bit different. But things have run on time, the venues are beautiful, and so far we've had a pretty trouble-free games. The other thing is when we've had problems, either the the organizing committee or various others have been very quick to help us resolve those problems, and we appreciate that very much.
It's been a tremendous games. The venues have been absolutely fantastic. I think the best ever from a photography perspective for a Winter Games. And the thing that has really stood these games out from a photographic perspective has been the action in the mountains. It's been 20 years since we had action in the mountains in beautiful sunshine, which is the thing that really makes the games for a photographer. And it means that the images from these games will last for another 20 years. We were here 5 years ago, and so we know where Sochi 2014 came from. And they came from really a total standing start to this amazing compact games that we've seen today. So I think they've had it's a triumph.
The NPC, I should say, is very brilliant. The service perfect, and especially the artistic design and the facilities are far beyond our satisfaction. If I can make some suggestions, I should say the temperature could be a little bit, it's too warm, too hot a little bit. If it is a little bit cooler, that would be much better.